Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're breaking down a much smarter way to handle sciatica. If you've ever been told to just strengthen your core, but then the exercises you try just seem to make things worse, well, this one's for you. We are going to dive into a totally plank 3 approach that's all about control, not punishment.
And it just feels like that button is getting pushed over and over again, right? The frustration is so real. You're trying to do the right thing, you're trying to get stronger, but every move feels like you're rolling the dice with your symptoms.
Exactly. And I think we've all been there, grinding through planks, just hoping that more effort is the thing that's going to fix the problem, only to be rewarded with that spicy zing down the leg that just hangs around for days. It really makes you wonder if toughing it out is the answer at all. Okay, so let's get into this because this idea is a total game changer. The new goal isn't to crush some punishing workout, no. The real goal is to build a very specific skill, the skill of developing a quiet spine that lets your arms and legs move without making your symptoms scream louder. This brings us to the key concept. I want you to just picture this. You're holding a full tray of coffee. You can walk around, you can move, but your entire focus is on keeping that tray perfectly level, not sloshing a single drop. That is exactly what we're training the spine to do, to stay stable and calm while your limbs are out there creating a challenge. So look at how this completely reframes what success looks like. On the left, we're just throwing out those old goals, chasing some kind of ab burn, cranking out as many reps as possible, or holding a plank until you shake. And on the right, that's our new scoreboard. The win is a quiet spine. The goal is more control, and our tool for that is the dead bug. It's a shift from punishment to precision, and honestly, it's fascinating. And this right here, this is your most important non-negotiable rule. This is your North Star. As you're doing these movements, what you're looking for is for your symptoms to either stay put or, ideally, move up, closer to your back and away from your foot. Now, listen carefully. If that tingling or pain starts to travel farther down your leg, that's a stop signal. That is not a push-through-it moment. End of story. So before we even get to the first actual exercise, we have to cover the most critical part. Think of this as the safety briefing you absolutely cannot skip. Getting this part right, well, it's everything. Okay, let's be super clear and direct here. Some symptoms are absolutely not for you to manage on your own. If you experience sudden changes in your bowel or bladder control, or numbness in what's called the saddle area, that's the part of you that would touch a bicycle seat, that is a medical emergency. You need to go to the ER. And if you notice any new or worsening weakness, like your foot starts to drop when you walk, that warrants a prompt call to a clinician. These are not things to treat with exercises from the internet. Now, here's the crucial point. Most dead bugs fail before they even start because people skip this setup. These 3 cues are your entire strategy, so let's walk through them. First, a gentle exhale to bring your ribs down so they're stacked over your pelvis. Good. Second, think of your pelvis as a heavy bowl of water that you don't want to spill. And third, and this is key, breathe behind that gentle brace, no holding your breath. This is what creates that quiet spine we're talking about. All right, let's get to the solution itself. This is where it gets really smart. We're going to build a ladder that you can climb at your own pace. This is not about jumping to the hardest version you can find. It's about finding the exact right rung for where your body is today. And what's so brilliant about this is how it's designed to meet you right where you are. See that level 0? That's for those really bad flare-up days, and yes, just breathing correctly is a valid exercise. From there, you can progress to simple heel taps, then to moving opposite arms and legs, and only when you've mastered that control do you even think about adding resistance. You only earn the right to climb to the next rung when your spine stays completely quiet on the one below. This just gets to the absolute heart of it, doesn't it? The old mindset screams at us to be tough and to push through pain. But with nerve stuff, real bravery is having the wisdom to stop, to choose a smaller, smarter dose of movement today so that you're still in the game tomorrow, instead of being knocked out by a massive flare-up. So now that you know what to do, let's talk about how to do it without accidentally making things worse. Because, most flare-ups don't happen because the exercise itself is bad, but because of a few totally fixable mistakes. Here are the big 4 culprits to avoid. Number 1, moving too fast, especially on the way back up. That quick snapback motion is where control just gets lost. Next, chasing that ab burn instead of focusing on pure, quiet control. Then there's jamming your low back into the floor way too hard. And finally, the most important one we already covered, ignoring your body's stop signal when symptoms start traveling down your leg.
And this simple plan just makes it so practical. You don't have to guess what to do each day, just do a gentle check-in with your body. Is it a flare day? That's totally okay. You're going to stay in your lane and stick to level 0 breathing. Feeling pretty normal? Great. Work on those beginner steps. And on a day where you're feeling strong and stable, you've earned the right to try the intermediate moves. It's an adaptable, forgiving plan that's built for real life.
All right, let's wrap this up and turn all this talk into action. Here is a simple 60-second test you can do right now. And I want to be really clear, this is not a workout. It's an experiment. You are just gathering data about how your body responds.
So when you get a moment, I just want you to lie down and find that setup position. Gently bring the ribs down, let your pelvis feel heavy, and now just take 3 slow, controlled breaths right there. After that, perform just 2 tiny, super slow heel taps on each side. That's it. The goal is just to observe. Did your low back stay quiet? And more importantly, what did your symptoms do? This simple test will tell you exactly which rung of the ladder is the right place for you to start.
And ultimately, that's the choice this whole approach gives you. It's a shift away from just reacting to pain and chaos and toward proactively building control. By letting your symptoms, not your ego, be your guide, you can finally build a core that truly supports you, not just for a workout, but for your life.